After that, we will move on to the general session where interested participants will be given opportunity to speak for 1 minute each while we are awaiting the reports of the judges. So again, I welcome you to today's session. Our topic is incentives are necessary to ensure high response rates in online service. The universities will be supporting the motion and the polytechnics will be against that motion. I know that our speakers has been introduced and the judges have been introduced. So we will move on immediately. I will be calling upon the lead speaker of the universities, Dr. Eckhart Imo Bernard. He will be leading us into the debate today. Dr. Bernard, please, it's your time. Please, thank you, Pastor. Please take notes. So, we are waiting for you, Dr. Bernard.
Yes.
Is Dr. Bernard here?
Maybe he should raise his electronic hand in case he's not been given co-host privilege. Yes. Let him raise his electronic hand so we know.
Actually, anybody can talk now. I have deactivated the mechanism whereby you need to be. Anybody
I'm not
can
sure it's Okay, in the absence of Dr. Bernard, I think we can move on to the speakers, to the chief speaker for the Polytechnic. Yahaya Abubakar from the Idris Aloma Polytechnic, Idam. Yahaya Abubakar, please, it's your turn. That's it.
So if she's not in the room, we'll go on to the next.
Dr. Eckhart is here.
Okay. Dr. Eckhart, please start over.
Yeah, good day, Prof.
Yeah, you are not there because what you have on your screen, first of all, ma'am, we can't even see you. The other is we have Professor Mobong Umebong. That's what you have.
Good afternoon, all.
No. It doesn't work like that.
Please.
We have to, it has to be you. It has to be a person. We don't want any.
Can you please listen? Change your name. Change the name.
My name is Imo Eckhart.
No. She's not there.
Imo.
What we can see here is Professor Umfomobong, Ufonobong, Umobong. That's the person we are seeing.
Rob, I'm using the system. My connection is bad.
No, they change the name and then let us see you.
You can change the name.
You can change the name
temporarily. This is not the Jakarta market. We have rules almost like 3 years.
Okay, let me try to change the name.
They will call somebody else, and then if she changes, then we can come back.
All right. Okay, while we are going to come back to Dr. Eckhart, we will ask the support speaker of the universities to kick us off. Dari Raphael Boluwatife from Ajayi Crowther University. Are you ready?
Yeah, it's in the room. So.
All right, please. Kick off.
Good afternoon, General, and every official of Big Bay and my fellow participants. I also greet Big Bay Module 11 participants. My name is Oluwatife Dari Raphael, and I am here to speak in support of the motion that says incentives are necessary to ensure high response rates in online survey. Now, when we are talking about incentives, There are rewards or benefits that are given to encourage people for taking up or performing particular activity. And when we are talking about response rates, we are talking about how people have responded in such a way that they have completed a particular task. Now, taking it to the context of survey, when people are given incentive, it makes them eager to be able to contribute to the survey given to them. So I'm supporting this motion using the following points. Number one, giving incentive to people increase their participation. The level of participation of people increase when they know that they will be able to get something tangible. That is, people are able to compensate them for their time. So when incentives or reward are given
network
in conjunction with survey, it's making them eager to respond survey that include. Can you hear me?
The students.
Hello.
We can hear you. Go ahead.
Loud and clear. I can see you.
So that's why there are some survey platforms that
Go ahead, please.
money or rewards so as to encourage complete their survey. And also, another reason why incentives are very necessary to ensure high response rate in online survey is that it also makes people to develop trust in those people giving out the survey. They believe that their time will not be a waste. So they trust them so much to be able to give them their quality time. And whenever they see surveys coming from their side, they are eager to participate, and they are able to complete the survey because they know that they will be compensated for their time. Another point is that there is mutual benefit, not that people are just completing survey, wasting their time, and the those people that are giving the respondent and they are giving the survey, they are gaining data, whereas those people that are attending to the survey are just wasting their time. So when incentives are given, there is mutual benefit such that those people giving out the survey, they gain, and those people that are respondents also gain something in return. So with this points of mine, I hope I am
All right.
to ensure
All right.
Thank you
very much. Thank you very much. Now, having heard from the support speaker of the universities, we will turn over to the support speaker of the Polytechnic, Solomon Abraham Va. Because of the absence of the chief speaker, Solomon will be speaking as the chief speaker for the Polytechnics. So he has 5 minutes to speak to us. Please. But you can move on now.
All right, I'm on.
Yeah,
Yeah, the moderator, this timekeeper, and co-debaters, good afternoon. I am Ved Solomon Abraham from Accra Worship Polytechnic, Yandel. I'm debating this motion to oppose the motion that is say incentives are necessary to ensure high response rates for online survey for the following reasons. 1, rewards may attract wrong respondents. Incentives may attract individuals known as reward seekers who are only interested in the reward rather than the survey. These participants may rush through questions, provide inaccurate information, and misinterpret their demographic. This can compromise data. The second one, reward can skew sample. Incentive can attract a non-representative sample for the target population. For example, low-income individuals might be motivated by the monetary benefits to participate in the research, and this will compromise data. Reward can cause ethical concern. Research has shown that incentives can demotivate people instead of incentivize them to do something. For example, getting responses from people who are motivated by reward are rare and really interested in survey could hurt the data quality. Number 4, reward may bring future expectation effects. If incentives are used regularly, respondents may be expected to reward at any time they are required to fill in online survey. Removing incentive at a later survey could result to low response rate. Why no incentives? We have seen survey prices or incentives are not always good ideas, since they may worsen the quality of your result. Survey without incentives result in more honest and reflective response, providing more reliable data for decision making. Therefore, for the sake of data integrity and reliability, not using incentives in online survey is often the better choice. Thank you so much.
All right, thank you very much, sir. At this point, we will return to the lead speaker of the universities, Dare Raphael Oluwatife from Ajayi Crowther University, Oyo. Please, you are using your 5 minutes.
Right,
sorry, I'm making a mistake. I should be calling Dr. Eckhart Imo Bernard. You are using your 5 minutes because you are the lead speaker. Dr. Eckhart.
Unmute yourself, please, Dr. Eckhart. Unmute yourself, Dr. Eckhart.
Unmute yourself, Dr. Eckhart. Unmute your microphone.
No, we don't need to beg anybody. Let's go on.
Okay, Mr. Moderator.
No, we can't take you because your video is not on. You know the rule. If you don't know, let's repeat it for you. You have to put on. We are not running a secret society here. The place is dark, so please activate your video.
I'm on, bro.
No, the video is on, sir. The video is on, sir.
Oh, so my
can I go on?
I have a challenge with my network then. Sorry, madam. Sorry, I apologize, please.
All right, go on, man.
Your time starts now, ma.
Don't forget the family.
Dr. Eckhart, we are waiting for you.
Yes. Your time is leading, ma.
Hello. Oh. Let me follow up on where my co-debater stopped. Mr. Moderator, fellow co-debaters, and fellow participants, I want to add on to the points that my co-debater proposed earlier to support the notion that incentives are necessary to ensure high quality response rates in online survey. Incentives increases response rates. It is used to motivate people to complete the survey, especially if it might take longer time and much effort. An example is the VIGB Model 11 free training, which is ongoing right now. It has helped to mobilize, it has helped to broaden the knowledge base of many, such that in future, it will be easier for participants to respond to such online surveys. Incentives also boost participation in larger populations. It helps to reach in hard-to-reach populations where people are too busy, where youths are engaged in other activities. Incentives reduces dropout rates, and participation also increases. Incentives also help to reduce fatigue because requests on daily basis come from all angles. We are overwhelmed with activities. With incentives, it allows respondents to prioritize which requests they should respond to and which one they should not respond to. Like I said, incentive reduces.
All right. Okay. I think she's having a network issue. All right. Right now, we will need a volunteer who will come in.
I think the second speaker from the Polytechnic is around.
Oh, all right, that will be fine.
The second speaker from the Polytechnics.
Thank you, sir. Yeah,
So if I invite him,
Abubakar.
if I invite him.
Okay. All right. Yahaya Abubakar from the Idris Aloma University Polytechnic Gaydam. You will now come in as the support speaker for the polytechnics. Are you there, sir?
So unmute your mic. Unmute your mic, Yahaya. And your video. Or maybe you go on to the next person. Maybe he's having network challenge.
Well, in that case, we'll ask for...
Yahaya, unmute your mic.
I'm not seeing it.
Yahaya,
if he's not able to come up, we will just ask for a volunteer from the Polytechnic to take the place. Please, if you want to volunteer,
yes, go ahead.
Kindly raise up your hand. I'm not seeing any hand up.
Yeah, our Professor Adebi, if there's no hand up for the Polytechnic, it can come from the universities, and they can take the position that is for the Polytechnics.
Okay, so we can take
I want to nominate you, Professor Adebi, Adewale Olubi. I want to nominate you to take the place. So I'm just joking. Anybody can. And you see, I think at some point there'll be some penalty if somebody has agreed to be a debater and that person is a no-show. I think I'm going to bring a memo to management. I'm not to embarrass us like this, always looking for replacements. If you know you're not going to take part, all the
it's already on the rules, sir.
Oh, thank you, sir. So we're going to deduct the marks. Yeah. There's Olufunke Adebayo, professor from FUNAB, wants to speak for the Polytechnics, I think.
All right. The universities will be donating Dr. Adebayo for the Polytechnic. All right, you can speak now, ma'am.
All right. Thank you very much for the opportunity. I'm Dr. Olufunke Adebayo from Federal University of Agriculture, Abeokuta, and I'm in support of the fact that incentives are very expedient and essential for online surveys to increase the participation of respondents. And this is because in the situation of the country, which is now, Ma?
Go on, madam.
Speak again.
Okay.
Be against.
Am I speaking again?
Yes, you should be against.
Yes. Polytechnics are speaking against.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, change your tongue. Change your tongue. Change your tongue quickly. Change your tongue.
There are people with tongues raised.
The fact that incentives are, necessary to be given to for respondents during online surveys. This is the reason. One of the major reasons is because if you have to give incentive to online surveys, then you have to give incentive to all parts of life, because all parts of human life is actually a survey in itself. So are we saying that we're going to give incentive to everyday work, everyday living? No, this is not the case. In addition to what my colleague had already said, if we go ahead to say incentives are essential, then it will introduce bias into the survey and it will not establish the purpose for which the survey was actually put up in the first place. I also want to add that the fact that if you have to give incentives, that means that people will now be incentive-oriented rather than result-oriented. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Wonderful.
Thank you very much.
Wonderful.
Now that brings us
There's a volunteer from the Polytechnics.
Sir.
I said, I've seen a volunteer from the Polytechnics.
No, they have they have concluded.
They have slots.
They have concluded their bids. No, they have concluded 2-2 from each place. No, not 3.
Yes,
so the Polytechnic, no more. They are finished. No more. Yes. No more. Yeah.
Now I am going to go back to Dr. Eckert for the 1-minute roundup. Dr. Eckert, you have 1 minute to round up your position. Has she disappeared again?
Perhaps. So next one.
Okay. So I'll call on Tetumva. You have 1 minute to round up because you play the role of the lead speaker for the Polytechnics. Via Abraham Telumun.
Yes, I am on now.
Okay. You have 1 minute.
The fact that research is good, we need to actually check research properly so that the tools that we are going to use to generate data will actually not give us a biased information about the data, making the data reliable and reflective of the respondents' view about the matter. So if we introduce incentive into it, it will actually compromise the entire data, and the aim of the research will be defeated. So incentive is not allowed in online research because it will compromise the data and give us a negative effect about the whole research. Thank you.
Thank you very much, sir. At this point, we will move on to the general house while the judges will be computing their scores. So if you know you want to speak, you have 1 minute, kindly raise your electronic hand and I'll be calling you in batches. Thank you very much. The first batch will begin with Dr. Ifeoma Linda Agbo. That's number 1. Irola Ibidapo. Number 2. Chidinma Azike. Number 3. Ibiabuchi Uko. Number 4. Binta Usman. Number 5. So please, Dr. Agbo, you are number 1.
Thank you very much. I stand to say that my name is Dr. Ifeoma Linda Agbo from University of Port Harcourt. Incentives will not in any way increase the high responses. Rather, incentive will amount to corruption and build biases. Thank you.
Thank you. Irola Ibidapo.
Permit me to align with the established protocol. I am Dr. Ibidapo Inola from Adeyemi Federal University of Education, Ondo. I want to speak against the motion that incentives should be given on to while collecting data. Number 1, when you give incentives, you have introduced bias from the onset. Then number 2, it discourages data collection by other researchers, because if researchers are not given by other researchers, then the survey questions will not be completed. Then number 3, when you give incentives, then the data generated may not be true reflection of what is actually on ground, because you have incentivized the respondent. Then number 3, it doesn't guarantee authenticity of data. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Chidinma Azike. Unmute yourself, man.
Good afternoon, everyone. I am Dr. Chidinma Azike from Rivers State University. I am here to talk in support of the motion. We know that in the course of our training, of our classes, we are told that one of the problems of online digital survey is non-response bias. And we were also told that one of the ways to mitigate it is to offer incentives. So I believe that incentive will reduce non-response bias, because when more people from different backgrounds participate, especially those who might not otherwise ignore the survey because of there's no incentive, the data will become more representative, thereby increasing the validity of the findings. So I believe and I support that giving incentive will definitely reduce non-response bias. Thank you.
All right, thank you. Ibiabuchi Uko.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Dr. Uko Ibabuchi from Nnamdi Azikiwe University. I want to speak in support of incentives being necessary to ensure high response rates on online survey. From my experience, many people ignore surveys because they do not see any direct benefits. Therefore, this incentive provide the missing motivation required to answer these surveys. And most times people misinterpret motivation as giving money as bribe. No, a simple certificate of participation, even a recognition in newsletter is also part of it. And then in terms of practice, major professional surveys with regards to marketing, they rely on incentives to achieve a meaningful sample size. Therefore, incentive is not just optional. They are a practical tool to secure a meaningful engagement and reliable results. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, sir. Binta Usman.
Thank you for giving me the opportunity. My name is Binta Usman from Kwara State College of Education. I'm against the topic. In terms of incentives are not always effective because it may not significantly increase response rates if the survey is poorly designed or irrelevant to response. Then in terms of target respondents, incentive can attract people who aren't genuinely part of our target audience. Also, in ethical concern, are you with me?
You are there. Go on.
In ethical concern too, there is a thin line between motivating and coercing participants, especially in sensitive research. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Now I'm going to take the second set, the second batch of 5. Number 1 will be Mohammed Yusuf. Number 2 is Beatrice Ogana Ikujenyo. Number 3 is Dr. Winifred Kanu. Number 4, I'm going to speak Mary because her screen is dark. Number 4 will be, okay, all right. Mary Tagwe for number 4 and Kennedy Akudo for number 5. So we are starting from Mohammed Yusuf, 1 minute each.
Thank you very much for the opportunity, sir. My name is Mohammed Yusuf, Pyramid College of Health Sciences and Technology, Kano. I want to speak against the motion that incentives are necessary. I hope you can hear me, everyone.
Yes, we can hear you.
Okay, I want to speak against the motion that incentives are necessary for high turnout in online surveys. I believe that if surveys are incentivized, it could create a situation whereby a new normal will be created, whereby respondents will begin to look for what incentive are they going to provide before they can into surveys. So in this case, this is going to jeopardize, responses to other surveys that don't offer incentive. So with this point of mind, I believe that incentives are not necessary to ensure high response in online surveys. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Beatrice Ogana Ikujenyo.
Thank you very much, sir. My name is Beatrice Ogana Ikujenyo from the Lagos State University of Education, Otoijaniki, Lagos. Though we have been told that incentives is one of the methods of increasing response survey, I beg to disagree on the point that it also introduces extra costs to the research and makes it more expensive. And secondly, it may introduce bias because people will not come to participate in the survey mainly based on the incentive they are going to get and not truly may give the true data that the person conducting the survey really needs. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Dr. Winifred Kanu.
Thank you, sir. Good afternoon, everyone. I want to speak in favor of...
Can you speak louder, please?
Okay, I want to speak in favor of the motion that says that incentives are necessary for online survey. Because incentive, wherever you see it, is a motivator, is a good motivator for people that work, just like workers, just like employees. Whenever there are incentives, whether small, no matter how small, it makes people to work, to put in their efforts. So without that incentive, some people will not, see it as something that they will be part of. of the view that for us to increase participation, that we should give incentive, no matter how small. It doesn't have to be big. It doesn't have to, cost you much. So with this, I believe that I have convinced the...
All right. Thank you very much. Mary Tagui.
Yeah, thank you. Good afternoon, everyone. Actually, I want to speak against the motion that says
From
incentive.
where we have some protocols here.
Okay, sorry.
Mm-hmm.
My apologies, please. My name is Mary Tagui from College of Education, Hong, Adamawa State. I want to speak against the motion that says incentives are necessary for online survey. Actually, I believe that its incentive will create more problem than the solution itself, because what happens to the willingness of the respondent? What happened to the genuity and the interest of the matter? Mostly survey are done in order to solve problem. We are out there, we go out on survey in order to solve problem, the existing problem in a community. Then as a surveyor, now you are trying to give incentive again. That means you are trying to buy the solution with your own money, while you are trying to solve the problem in the community or the problem in the around the area. Secondly, what happens to the authenticity of this particular survey results? Because definitely, because of this incentive, people will tend to go into it much more. I will always want to be there to answer questions which it doesn't even concern them. So I believe that definitely incentive will create more problem than solving the solution itself. Thank you.
Thank you very much. And the last person for second batch, Kennedy Akudo.
Kennedy Akudo from Lagos State University of Education. I'm strongly in support of the motion that incentive is relevant for survey. Why? Because it is a good motivator. I want to kick against those people that say it creates problem. It neither creates problem, nor does it lead to bias. It's a motivator to some of us that are as busy as a bee. If you give us incentive, we can ignore some of the essential activities that we are doing and attend to your survey. But without incentive, we may not have time. People like us may not have time to attend to your survey. So incentive is something that can make a survey response very high. So it does not create any problem at all.
Thank you very much. We are now going to take the next batch, the third batch of 5. The first person will be Gabriel Ifeanyi Okafor. The second person will be Haruna Yahaya Abdullahi. The third person will be Dr. Tade Adenugba. The fourth person will be Dr. Joel Edafe. And the fifth person will be Y.S. Bameyi. So, Dr. Gabriel Okafor, you can start, please.
Thank you so much for the opportunity. My name is Professor Grelo for University of Nigeria. I have to support strongly that incentive would be needed to generate a digital survey. Is in tandem with nature. Nature offers incentives to do things. The food we eat is sweet. People don't want. Even the eater and also sweet. So incentive, we have to compensate for time and effort put in survey, even that we may not work. So going out of it is extra cost. So if there's a little to reduce the rate, the rate of going out of is very complicated and will I say time surveys. So this, I strongly support that that you need to provide the facilities to enable doing this way to deliver optimally. Thank you.
All right, thank you very much. Haruna Yahaya Abdullah.
Thank you so much, sir, for the opportunity. My name is Haruna Yahaya Abdullahi from Capital City University, Kano. I am speaking in support of the motion that incentives are needed for the digital survey because it ensures inclusivity and the representativeness of research. In research, your target population may include people that may not know the importance or advantage of conducting a research. You need to give them something to call their attention. So incentives are not given in order to make the participants tell us what we want to know or tell us what we prefer to know. Rather, it ensures response. So to me, incentives is an integral part of survey, not only needed. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, Dr. Tade Adenuga. Unmute yourself, please.
Thank you very much, sir. My name is Dr. Tade Adenuga from Taisho Federal University of Education, Ijagun. I want to really speak against the motion because incentive leads to bias and reduces the quality of the research. Remember a proverb that says, "He that pays the piper dictate the tune." And again, the respondent doesn't have free will to really give attention to the survey. And again, it increases cost of the research, which should not be, whether giving monetary incentive or in form of certificates or recognition, all will boil down to increased cost, which is not desirable in research. So thank you, sir.
Thank you very much, Dr. Joel Edafe.
Thank you very much, sir. My name is Dr. Joel Edafe from Adeyemi Federal University of Education, Ondo. I want to speak in favor of the topic of debate today, which says the incentives are necessary to ensure high response rate in online surveys. Incentives are necessary because the target of the researcher is to get as much responses as possible. And one of the things that will make for the researcher getting responses is to encourage the people to respond. One of the things that you can use to encourage is incentives. And when people know that they are going to receive incentives for participating in the survey, it will motivate them to want to give of their time. Because like Michael Chris said, time now money. If I'm going to give my time for money or something else that I could have used my own money to get, and somebody will give me for using my time, it will encourage such participants to give information that will help the researcher. Some people talk about high cost. What is the essence of the research if there's a low cost, but the necessary responses are not gotten? So incentives are necessary to encourage people to participate in the research. And finally, I want to ask, I don't know if I'm the only one that is affected. I've been trying to submit my Wednesday discussion. I've not been able to, it has not been possible. So please, I want to know if I'm the only one that has that problem. Thank you, sir.
All right. YS Babeyi.
You're not plenty people.
YS Babeyi, please. You have, please open your microphone. Unmute yourself. You just muted yourself. All right.
Thank you, sir. My name is Johanna Samad from College of Education, Argungu. And I want to support the motion that incentives are very important for research and digital survey in particular. Your target audience engage so many important activities And it's very important for you as a researcher to try to get their attention to attempt your survey. And therefore, one of the strategies that will help you reach your target population are incentives. So I therefore support that incentive is very important, and it does not in any way affect the integrity of the survey, and it does not promote corruption, as other speakers have said, against this particular motion. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, sir. Now we are going to take the next set of 5. The first person is going to be Fashomo Michael. That's number 1. Number 2 is going to be Faisal Mohammed Issa. Number 3 will be Chika Florence Ikeogu. Number 4 will be Evelyn Godwin Wakasi. And number 5 will be Dr. Abiodun Additional.
Professor Lubi, can you take me the next batch? Professor Lubi, can you take me the next batch? I raised my hand earlier. Can you take me the next batch?
All right, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Noted, sir.
Yeah.
So, Dr. Fashomo Michael, please, it's your turn.
Yes, good afternoon, everyone. My name is Fashomo Michael Olaito from Crawford University. I want to speak against the motion that states that incentives are necessary for high response in online survey. With this very important point of mine, I believe that incentivizing survey will create a culture of entitlement, which is very dangerous to conducting research that is factual and credible. And as it has been stated earlier, I want to also amplify it further that when we incentivize survey, it can increase the chances of getting accurate information. Thank you so much.
All right, thank you. Faisal Mohammed Issa.
Hello, good day, everyone. My name is Mr. Mohammed Faisal Issa from Modibo Adama University, Yola. I stand to support the motion that says incentives are necessary to ensure in the digital survey, because incentives are just morale booster for the respondent to actually participate, get their time to participate in it. So the fact that incentive does not mean the respondents are being bribed to actually compromise their feedback. So I hope you're convinced rather than confused with this my view.
Thank you very much, Chika Florence.
Good afternoon. I think the subject matter here is the response rate. Because if we don't get enough responses to analyze the survey, then our results will be our data will not be reliable and our findings will be faulty. So I want to support the motion that incentives are necessary because we need a high response rate to the survey. And remember, in this digital survey, the respondents are not having any contact with the researcher. So the respondents will need at least some recognition. They will need some motivation to know that they are not dealing with robots, that they are dealing with human beings who want to solve a particular problem. Okay, for example, look at this digital course we are taking. We are about 5,000, over 5,000. If we had been asked to pay for this training, we wouldn't definitely have up to this number, no matter how little we'll be asked to pay. So I want to support that incentives are part of the research to be able to accomplish a high response rate that will generate enough data for us to analyze and get to and achieve our SMART objectives. Remember that digital surveys are time-bound. So we need to apply every method that we can use to generate adequate, reliable data to conclude the research. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Is my thank you part still active? speakers should be speaking for only 1 minute.
Exactly.
Evelyn Godwin.
The timekeeper is asleep.
Evelyn Godwin, it's your turn.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, everyone. My name is Dr. Evelyn Godwin Wakwasi, Gregory University, Uturu. I'm speaking against the motion of giving incentives to respondents. When respondents are incentive-oriented, they may ignore important surveys just because there are no incentives were attached. So I am against that motion. Thank you.
Thank you very much, man. And the last person for this batch is Dr. Abiodun Additional.
I'm Dr. Abiodun.
Please, okay. Unmute yourself, please.
Dr. Additional from
okay.
The University of Education. From my experience, personal experience, I realize that even academics are pathetic to fill online surveying. We are 8 on 1 research, and all of us share the instrument. Many people have responded. Now, just 50 responses we have just gotten from our Google form. So if we have add incentive to it, it will induce, it will motivate, it will sustain responses from our respondents. So I'm a proponent of let's add incentive to online survey so that it will ginger, it will trigger our respondents to respond, knowing fully that something is coming from what they are doing. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. We are now going to the next batch, which is most likely going to be the last batch, because by our time, we are already on 2:46. So the first speaker for this batch will be the Facilitator General himself. He will be the first speaker. The second speaker will be Professor Zenas Oshunde. The next speaker will be Professor Maxwell Okpara. And the next, the fourth speaker will be Glory Innocent. And the last speaker will be Gift Adeni. So I will call on the Facilitator General.
Thank you so very much, our very able Professor Olubiyi. I take the position for, I take the position against. So everybody is a winner. And for me, you should let your heart lead you. Since I was born 10 years ago, I have never incentivized any online survey. Only a few days ago, I surveyed LASSO students who are doing teaching reputation. And I'm training them and a couple of other universities for free, of course, on how they can rank well in the Times Higher Education. And teaching reputation survey is one of them. For just a couple of hours, I was able to get 5,000. You can see it on my screen. About 5,600 university students from different schools. Look at the schools here and the faculties. How did I achieve that? I didn't give anybody anything. And as I said, from when they don't burn me, I had never incentivized anybody. If I get 50%, fine, I work with it. If I get 10%, fine. If I get 100%, fine. So the people who have said incentivize, they are right. The people who have said don't incentivize are also right with the experiences, with the points that they have raised. For me, I don't ever incentivize. It is going to be calamitous. If I start incentivizing, the day I don't incentivize, that's the day they will say, go and bring something. And not necessarily money, as somebody said. It could be, but let me tell you how I normally do it. If I'm solving all the computer education people in the world, I don't just send something for one Nigerian scholar. No, I don't do that. I look for the associations that control the experts or the professionals in different countries, and I send through them. So the same thing here in LASSO. What did I do? I asked the deans, hey, Madam Dean, please send this to your students.
How are you? Welcome.
Hey. Sorry, Professor Zainab, you are disturbing us now. Zainab, I've muted you. No problem, man, no problem. So that's what I do. I don't incentivize, but those who want to incentivize, please go ahead and do it. Nobody is stopping you, but be led by let your heart lead you. For me, my heart has not led me any time in terms of incentivizing. I want to survey a group. I look for the nodal persons, those who are like nodes in the area, and I send to them, can you help me distribute to your constituency? As I said, this one, I just did it a couple of, just about 48 hours ago. I'm meeting Evelyn Godwin. I mean, you are disturbing us. So that's how I do it. I don't incentivize, but those who said they want to incentivize, very, very nice. Sarah to Ahmed, the timekeeper, your time has stopped. Not be so.
Thank you.
Thank you,
Sir.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Please.
Good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Professor Zinasho Sunday from the Federal University of Technology in Minna. I want to speak in support of the motion. For me, sometimes respondents may not feel connected to the topic or connected to the person surveying it. So, and if you need response from various kinds of people, then it is good to give incentives so that people will come because of the incentive. Also, the online environment sometimes can create a lot of fatigue. You have a lot of mails here and there. And if you see a mail with incentives, you will pick that one. So with these 2 points, I want to support the motion. Thank you.
Thank you. Please, I need to apologize that I may have to stop here because by my time we have only 10 minutes more and we have to take our poll and at the same time hear the report from the judges. Please, can we have our polls now?
Against the fail.
All right, please, you can go on and take the poll.
Za mu je zo in zuba miki shinkafa?
Hello, we can't.
It's almost
I can't
done
hear.
now.
I don't know whether.
Coordinator, sir, it looks like it's done.
Yeah, it's still moving.
All right. So, Shegun, if you are the one that launched it, well, let's end it and then provide the results. Yeah. So provide the results.
All right. Facilitator General, sir.
Yes, sir. Yeah. What do you want of me? I'm ready. If you want, Shegun, share the results.
No, don't.
Shegun, are you there?
Yeah, he has shared the results, sir.
Oh, you can see the results. Okay, fine. So that's it. Well, if what we have is 86% responded without incentives, we didn't give you money or give you anything to the poll. Hey, online survey. See example. And 48% said yes, incentivize, and 52% said no, do not incentivize. So that is the result of the poll. 728 of 845 participants, 86%. Thank you.
Thank you very much, sir. At this point, I will hand over to the chairman, who will call in the chief judge to give us the result. Chairman, sir, Professor Miturari, please take over.
Thank you very much, Professor Dewali. It's now time for the chief judge, to inform us of the result. So may I invite Professor Aliu Kantidu to please declare the result.
Okay, thank you. Thank you so very much, the facilitator of this program. And also thank you, Professor Emeritus Peter Okebukola and others participants. You will agree with me that it was a highly contested debate, even though the network has some kind of been not fair to us. So from the results, the Polytechnic or the university scored 14 points, while the Polytechnic scored 15.5 points. So meaning incentives are not necessary to ensure high response rates in online survey. So the Polytechnic has it, while the best speaker is Ekot Imo Bernard with 15 points.
Thank you very much, Chief Judge.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Okay. So the results
we couldn't hear
of
the Chief Judge's result.
The offline results. Oh,
the results are not clear.
It has been announced that
the result is not clear.
We couldn't hear it clearly.
We couldn't hear it. Okay, listen.
Not clear.
Okay, listen. The universities scored 14 points, while the Polytechnic scored 15.5 points. So the Polytechnics won. That is the position so incentives are not needed. While Dr. Bennett emerged as the best speaker with 15 points. Is that clear now?
Thank you.
Thank you.
Clear, very clear.
So thank you very much. I think I will invite the Facilitator General now to...
Thank you so very much, our Facilitator Module 11, Emeritus, VC Emeritus, IBB University. We've come to the end of a very exciting debate. You know what I think, Professor Nesru Mituari? Arising from this debate, I think we should get some kind of position paper, or if you like, some brief that will come out of it. The points raised for and against are very solid. For and against.
I agree, sir.
And you can see the very narrow gap in the results. So it will be delightful if you do an online survey without paying them, because without any incentive, because you already said that incentive no day there, whether certificate or whatever. Incentive. Look, let me show you people this one. When we go into office as the when I go into office as the chairman of council of National Open University of Nigeria, we did
I'm sorry, Prof.
Who was the first speaker?
We did don't go back, go ask a question later. We did a needs assessment survey of what the challenges are with our students in National Open University of Nigeria, and how they want the challenges broken down. So towards improving their now experience. And how did we go about it? We got almost about 80% of the students. We didn't have to go just say something. Oh, yes. So what we did, and as I mentioned, let your heart lead you. For me, I've never given anybody any kind of incentive, either as a certificate or whatever other incentives that are not monetary. So what we have done is we use the structures that we already have. We have study center directors. So we have study center directors to share the link to the form which we collected this data from to our students. And what we did, a trick, is that after about 2 weeks, I then shared the response rate for each of the study centers. So the ones, and I did some ranking. So everybody now scamper to say, okay, we've got to do that. So that's it. Nobody, I never did give any incentive, but it doesn't matter if incentive is the way you want to go, please go for it. So everybody is a winner. Thank you once again. And it's my pleasure to close this wonderful debate and to thank most sincerely Vice Emeritus Professor Nasiru Miturari for conducting this module 11 so very well. Thank you all. And it's exactly a minute to 3. A minute to 3. That's VB for you. All right. Take care. Bye-bye, everybody. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank everybody.